My name is Jim Gibson. I'm a retired aerospace engineer. I retired in 2003, but in 2001 I was diagnosed with small cell carcinoma, small cell lung cancer. And I went through the normal treatments. I had 18 infusions of carboplatin. I had chest radiation and brain radiation, and I felt very, very sick. I was feeling really awful. I called my oncologist. I was in bed for 2 months, and I asked him, I'm really tired, is there something I can do? And he said, well, rest. And I said, what rest? I'm in bed. But he had nothing for me. The next CAT scan showed a small recurrent tumor on my right lung. I was in the oncologist office. He said, well, I'm sorry that there's a tumor now on your right lung. And I said, well, okay, what now? He says, well, we'll wait 3 months and then do a needle biopsy, you know, the needle through the chest routine. And then I said, then what? And he said, well, then chemo. I said, well, you can't give full-strength chemo, right? He says, well, no. He's talking about maintenance chemo. Well, I checked out cancer.gov, and the treatment for recurrent small cell was chemo to reduce pain. He's telling me I'm going on maintenance chemo. Now, I know maintenance chemo. I saw a little old lady taking chemo treatments. She was in a wheelchair. She started crying, and I asked her, what's wrong? And she said, I'm suffering. I don't want to live anymore. They're giving me this stuff 3 times a week. I can't eat, I can't sleep. I just want to die, and they won't let me die. She was begging to die. I'm not going to do that. So I'd made a decision. I was going to try alternative medicine. I decided to go to the Issels Clinic. The first week I was there, I felt 1,000% better. The vitamins, the organic diet, the care was fabulous, and I knew something was going right. I felt so much better than I'd felt in 2 years. They did a CAT scan at 3 weeks, and the small recurrent tumor was gone. I didn't believe it, but it was gone. And then I stayed for the full 4-week term. When I returned to my oncologist in California, I told him, hey, the tumor's gone. He didn't believe me. He said, no, it's hiding. It's between the scan lines. It must be their equipment. I don't know. But he scheduled a CAT scan at 6 months, and the tumor was gone. And a year later, another CAT scan. Tumor's gone. And on and on and on. He's still looking. He can't believe it's gone, but it's gone. It's been since I've been in full remission since 2003. And the tumor is still gone. So I found the treatment at the Issels Clinic to be very, very beneficial. It helped me. I think it saved my life. So I go back to my oncologist for a routine visit a few months ago, and he looks me straight in the eye and he says, you know, it's so gratifying when a patient does so well. And I'm thinking, what? He didn't have anything to do with it. So I leave the office, walking down the hallway like I'm on my way to a tennis match or something, and I go out through the lobby and I'm seeing these people sitting there. They're gray, they're slumped over, they're dying. And I'm thinking, yeah, I wish I could talk to those people, but I'd get thrown out of the office. They wouldn't listen anyway. I found the care to be fabulous. The doctors, the staff, to the one, were kind and attentive. When's the last time you walked into your oncologist's office and he gave you a hug? There's a saying on the wall that says, for the doctors, love thy patient like thyself, and they do.